Tough news to start the season for Montreal. Kirby Dach will be out long-term with a significant lower body injury. Dach left Saturday's game against Chicago after taking a hit from Jarred Tinordi. Big blow for the Habs forward, who also missed 24 games due to injury last season.
Yeah, he's definitely disappointed. You know, it's hard. Second game of the season, all the time you put in to build yourself up for this, and it's hard. Listen, he's a big-time player for us, and he's going to be missed. But the league doesn't care. There's one team that really cares, that Kirby's hurt. The rest of the league doesn't care, and the league keeps going.
Connor McDavid skated with Draisaitl on Edmonton's top line Monday at practice. After being outscored 8-1 at even strength this season, head coach Jay Woodcroft looking for a spark as Edmonton is trying to avoid their first 0-3 start since 2015.
The fact of the matter is we scored one even strength goal in 2 games. Obviously, there's a lot of chances created. There wasn't a lot of finish. I think the shooting percentage at even strength is about 2%, which is not our standard. When they play together, it's a dangerous combination. The results speak for themselves. Not only did they create numerous chances when they're together, they drew a lot of penalties as well. So you know what you're getting when those two guys are together.
When we're playing together, I think we just both have the puck a little bit more. We do a good job of getting the puck to each other. Obviously, he's one of the best passers in the world, so if not the best. So you got to just get open and trust that he's going to find you, and he usually does.
All right, so the Oilers are in Nashville to face the Predators on Tuesday. Craig Button's back with me to chat about this. They're reunited again, and it doesn't feel so good because they're 0-2. So is it desperation, or is it just a coach trying to give his team a spark?
It's definitely not desperation. I mean, you have the 2 best players on the planet in McDavid and Draisaitl. We know how well they play individually, and they multiply that playing together. So, Jay right now is trying to give his team a little bit of an offensive spark. I mean, 1 even strength goal, not going to cut it. Nope. I mean, and the bottom line, they've been really hurt defensively at 5-on-5. And that, we can look at how they've had chances, but that's no reason not to be better defensively. But Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl, individually they get the attention of the opponent. Together, I don't think there's all the attention you can give them can keep them in check. I really believe that they give them not only an opportunity to really drive play. Jay talked about drawing penalties. It also takes the pressure off some of the other players in their forward group. So they can just go and play. These 2 guys are going to go out, dictate the pace, dictate the attack, and be able to really keep opponents on their heels. And that's what I think Jay is trying to get to with his team. Keep pressing the attack, keep putting them on their heels, and they got to be better defensively at even strength.
I feel so bad for Kirby Dach. I know how much you watched him with Saskatoon, such a great talent, and it's just, he just has bad luck. But Alex Newhook, this is why you go out and get him, right? He's so versatile. He can slide over from the wing into the center ice position. He had started with Dach at center and Juraj Slafkovsky. So overall, how do you think this will affect the Habs?
Well, you heard Marty St. Louis. I mean, he's an important part of their team. And Kirby has had some bad luck. I mean, the World Junior, when he broke his hand, just a really freak accident, in the pre-tourney game, misses the entire World Junior tournament. Then he has this, this play happens thousands of times over the course of a season, taking a hit along the boards, and now it's pretty serious. And that's just bad luck. And to Marty St. Louis' point, you prepare in the offseason to get to this point. Second game, you're going to be out long term. But, Alex Newhook, the versatility, being able to move around, that's a luxury. And when you acquire a young player like Alex who can provide you that versatility, you're not looking to say, well, in case of an injury, you're saying, well, we can move him around the lineup. Now it becomes necessitated by the injury. And it gives Alex an opportunity to settle into the middle of the ice. And certainly, where he's played the wing, but previously he's been a really good center. And now he gets a chance to move back in there. And it's not just a short-term solution. It's as long-term now for him to settle in there. And it's nice to have a player like that can slide in there. It really is.
You're absolutely right about that. Montreal coming off that win on Saturday over Chicago. They are back in action Tuesday hosting the Wild. That'll be on TSN2 in the Habs region. Well, you got to head back to Calgary now. I wish you could just stay here with us. all the
Yeah,
time.
I wish to. I always enjoy it here, but
Yeah.
you know, it's time to go back to Calgary. You know, do a little bit of Jets panel.
Get it. All right.
I'll be on your show.
Okay, all right. As long as you're still on the show, Craig, then I'll be happy. Hey, you know what, Craig? Touchdown celebrations can get stale. We know that. You got to enhance them sometimes with some props. The best prop sellies, taking rank of the top 10. Like the props I'm using right now reading this. You just can't see them, but trust me, there are props, and they are marvelous.